A single drone built for a few $1,000s rises into the sky. To stop it, the United States fires an interceptor worth millions. One shot, one exchange. And on paper, America wins, the threat is destroyed, the system works exactly as designed. But zoom out and a different picture emerges. Repeat that exchange dozens of times, hundreds of times, and the numbers stop making sense. The most technologically advanced military in history is spending fortunes to stop weapons that cost almost nothing to build. This is the cost exchange ratio, and it's quietly becoming one of the most dangerous vulnerabilities in modern warfare. What most people miss is that this isn't about one weapon, it's about breaking a system. And this paradox didn't emerge overnight. It's the result of a long term Iranian strategy. That decision shaped everything that followed: mass produced drones, dispersed missile stockpiles scattered across the country to survive any single strike, and a network of allied and aligned forces spread across the region, each capable of opening a new front, each forcing Washington to defend another point on the map. The result is a pattern of engagements where inexpensive Iranian systems repeatedly strain American and allied defenses, not through overwhelming power, but through sheer persistence. But here's the deeper issue: this was never about winning a single engagement. To understand why Iran chose this path, we need to look at where this strategy came from. Iran's strategy has roots stretching back decades. After the devastating losses of the 1980s and years of international sanctions, cutting off access to advanced fighter jets, modern armor, and sophisticated air defense systems, Tehran faced a stark reality. It could not compete with the United States or its regional rivals on conventional terms, so it adapted. Regional conflicts offered a clear lesson that dispersed low cost forces could still impose real strategic costs on far stronger adversaries. Iran absorbed that lesson and built a doctrine around it, prioritizing resilience and volume over sophistication. This wasn't improvisation, it was a strategy decades in the making. The history explains the method, but the real story is what it's doing to America's calculations today. The implications extend far beyond the battlefield. Allies who depend on American defense guarantees are watching closely, and some are quietly asking a harder question. If inexpensive weapons can strain the most advanced military on Earth, how reliable is that protection over time? Meanwhile, other states are taking notes. Militaries with far smaller budgets now see a viable path to challenging stronger powers, not through matching their technology, but through exploiting their costs. The consequences aren't staying regional, they're going global. A quiet shift toward asymmetric arsenals is already underway, reshaping how militaries worldwide plan for the next generation of conflict. With the stakes this high, the next question is how Washington responds. Washington now faces a narrowing set of choices. The first is technological: accelerate development of cheaper interceptors capable of matching low cost threats without draining strategic reserves. The second is doctrinal: rethink force posture, entirely shifting away from precision at any cost toward systems built for volume and endurance. The third is the least appealing: do nothing and accept a slow, expensive war of attrition with no clear endpoint. There are three paths forward, and only one avoids long term strategic erosion. Each option carries real trade offs in cost, in timeline, and in political will. However, this unfolds, one thing is already clear.